Let's talk a little bit about this devastation, I guess. This mass floodings in the north, in states like Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and including North Florida too, which was hit by the hurricane directly. But I think the most devastating of this hurricane was all this flooding. It involved like 5 or 6 states, I believe, and these states are going to be devastated. I mean, especially in Tennessee, North Carolina, even I believe Georgia and South Carolina. But I think the most affected was, I think, Tennessee. Tennessee got hit really hard by these floodings, and part of Florida, of course, they got hit directly, but also they also receive a lot of flooding. But the point is that I'm for this video is that government. What is government going to do about these things? I mean, right now, what we have a problem is like global warming causing extreme weather pattern, and government it doesn't care, or they tend to care, but they are not doing really anything about it. They continue the same things that they always do. But my concern is what's going to happen to these people that have lost everything. Some of them lost their homes, cars, and even their lives. And right now, even towns were wiped out by flooding, I believe. So there's a lot of destruction in these states right now, and a lot of people need help. The question is, how is the United States federal government going to help these people? Because right now we're helping Israel with billions of dollars. We're helping Ukraine with billions of dollars. We are giving aid to other nations in the billions and hundreds of millions of dollars right now currently. So when something happens in the States, how is our own government that we pay taxes to are going to help us? Let's just ask that question for a second. Let's just think about it for a second. What's going to happen with the federal government aiding us over here? Do they have the budget for that? Because it seems that we never have money for anything else but wars, or to give some aid to the country, because it's basically a bribery in order for us or certain people of interest to make sure they benefit from those nations. That's what aid is basically. It's not to help people. But the bottom line is right now is all those taxes we pay, which are in the billions and billions and billions of dollars, probably the trillions right now of tax that we pay. Where is that money? Where is it going? Who is benefiting from that money? That's the question we gotta ask. But for some reason, when things like this happen, we always have a little bit of money. In our own nation, we cannot provide help for our own people. But we could provide aid to other nations. An endless budget of billions of dollars to countries like Israel, so they continue bombing the shit out of other people, and Ukraine, so they continue that endless war that they're never going to win. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The United States government has a lot of questions, has to answer to us, and we have to ask them a lot of questions. And the United States government supposed to answer those questions. Where is our money going to exactly? That's the type of question that we should be asking as a people. Right now, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party has been in power for how long now? How long has the Republican and Democratic Party been in power for? And what have they done exactly for the last, let's say, 100 years? And lately, for the last, let's say, 50 years, what have they been doing to benefit us, the taxpayer, the people who pay all the taxes? That's the question I want all of you should start asking yourself, and then hopefully ask the United States government. Because right now, most people are basically cheerleading for people that I know for a fact, you could come and check me 4 years from now, they're not going to do anything for us. These people over here that you see right here, yeah, they're going to lose a lot. They're just going to lose. They're not going to get anything from the United States government. Or if they do, if they get something, it's very little, very minimal. But the United States government is not doing their job correctly. The United States government, the people who are running our country, are no longer representing us. They're representing something else or somebody else or other people of interest. Because nothing makes sense of what they do. We pay so many taxes. So many taxes. But when something bad happens that we need government to step in, they don't have the full budget to back us up. We pay for everything. Remember, we pay more and more taxes every year. But when something bad happens, like this, there's no budget. There's minimum money for us. Sometimes there's not even no money. So if we could afford to give aid to other nations, and we could afford to give billions of dollars to Israel, Ukraine, and other nations who are now in conflicts that we're supposed to be there. If we could provide all that money to these people, why can't we take care of our own people right here? Right now, Kamala, Mr. Donald Trump, guess what? These are the two worst candidates that we ever had. And both of them will do nothing to take care of these issues. They will continue the same thing. And you know what? You don't believe me? That's okay. You don't have to. But guess what? In 4 years, come back, they'll be talking about the same thing again, because nothing has been resolved. Because they won't resolve anything. They will continue the same corrupt action that they do, basically. I'm just saying. I just feel bad for these people who I know is going to be devastated. It sucks. Every natural disaster happening in the States, people lose a lot. But we still could provide aid to other nations. But what happened to us over here, that we're the one who are actually paying for that? Taxes, people. So many taxes. Where is all that money going to? That's the question everyone should be asking. But that's just me talking crap over here. Anyway, peace. And I wish the best for these people, man. I'm praying for them. Peace, people.